Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I'm so happy you're joining me again today. Today I am using my most basic supplies to show you that you really don't need that many supplies to make a fun and bright, colorful card. Now I started out by doing a bunch of die cutting, but I am first going to stamp this sentiment. So I have all of these die cut rectangles. These are actually postage dies. This is from the nesting postage die set by Waffle Crafts, and this sentiment is from the stamp market, which has some gorgeous stamps, and I especially love their sentiments. So I just arranged all the rectangles on there to know where to stamp my sentiment, put that in my Misti. I prepped my cardstock with an anti-static powder tool because I will be embossing this, as I usually do. And then I'm stamping the sentiment, which is sending well wishes, with some Versafine Onyx black ink. This is super dark, crisp black ink, and it's even crisper and glossier if you emboss it with some Clea Gloss Super Fine embossing powder by Wow. So I already showed you the postage dies. These are the nesting postage die set by Waffle Crafts. And I'm also using some hearts, and these are also from just a regular old nesting hearts die set. This one is by Hero Arts. I will list all the products I used in the description below. And I die cut 9 hearts using the same colors of cardstock that I used for the postage rectangles. And then I also die cut 18 more hearts out of thick white cardstock just to give them some dimension. I glued them all together, so 2 layers of white and 1 layer of color using the Barely Art Precision Craft glue. And to add dimension to the postage dies, I used some foam tape. Now it's such a simple design, it's really important to me that everything is lined up perfectly, which can be a little bit fiddly. So I make sure to not press down my foam tape really well until I'm super happy with the placement of everything. And it is a little bit fiddly to know where to start as well. I like to start in the middle, usually with the yellow postage die there. And I also start at the bottom there. I could have started at the top, but I wanted to know that I had an even space between my sentiment and between the bottom of the card. And then I am using that spacing throughout the rest of this card as well. I am trying to maintain the same spacing on all of the sides and between the postage dies. Ironically, I also planned out very well where to place each colors so that it might appear random. I didn't want two coordinating colors next to each other or two colors that usually go next to each other on the color wheel to be next to each other on this card. And I did the same for the hearts on the postage stamps. So I made sure that there would be a good amount of contrast between the color of the heart and the color of the stamp. So it's a really fun color blocking design, and I'm spicing it up just a little bit with some glitter or some sparkle. This is just the Wink of Stella glitter brush pen, and you can see that it darkens up the hearts, but once it dries, you won't notice this at all. It will dry back clear, and the paper will go back to its original color. This just leaves a bunch of sparkle behind. It's not as noticeable on video, but it's really fun in real life. For my matching envelope, I'm just folding one with the We Are Memory Keepers 123 punch board out of white cardstock. This is Clairefontaine DCP 250 GSM cardstock because I'm going to be doing some ink blending on this once it is assembled. I am just assembling it with a Barely Art Precision Craft glue, and then I can work on my design. Now I die cut this same postage die, also by Waffle Crafts again, out of this post-it note. This post-it note is sticky all the way on the back, so it's perfect for masking. I just own these, I don't own any masking paper, but you can absolutely do this technique with masking paper as well. I also die cut that same heart and I'm placing it in the postage opening. And then it's time for some quick ink blending. I'm using some inks by Pink Fresh Studio, some purples. I used some purples and some teals. So yeah, this is just a really quick, easy DIY stencil that I made that would perfectly match my card design. Of course, it would match it better if I just made this one solid color, but I couldn't resist doing a fun ombre ink blend. I'm putting down a couple of layers here because I just wanted it to be more vibrant and more vibrant. I was never quite happy with how vibrant this was, so I just kept layering on colors. And then it's time for the fun reveal, peeling away the masking. And especially once that heart is removed, it's just so fun. I want to make this design on all my envelopes now. I really love this colorful card. It was so easy to make. I think I spent half an hour on it, and most of that was just die cutting and gluing the hearts together. I really love bright colors on my cards, especially on Get Well Soon cards, just to cheer up someone or just to make someone's day a little bit brighter. I hope you liked the card and I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. Of course, you can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and if you can't wait till the next time I upload, you can also check out the playlist that I linked right here on this video with some more fun die cutting techniques. I hope you have fun browsing that playlist, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.